Alright, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors to the Apostle Elders, great millstone that the world that taught us the truth, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Wherever they're scattered, this brother Yakal coming in with a very short lesson. And I'm just going to show you something that's happened recently in England. And what we have to understand is that this devil does something called psyopsis. Alright, now let's look at the psyopsis. Psyopsis, short for psychological operations, refers to military activities aimed at influencing the beliefs and behavior of the enemy or target populations through non-combative means, often using propaganda. And the word propaganda basically means lies, all right? Lies and other psychological techniques. And the one, all right? So when people say, oh, you know what, there's something that's happened, and oh, I think it was a psyop, all right? Don't just think that they're crazy and stuff like that. This happens a lot, man, all right? George Floyd, that was a psyop. A lot of these killings, you know, are psyopses, man. And now they're saying that they want the guy that actually killed George Floyd, that got convicted, Donald Trump, and this guy Dave Shapiro wants to release him. All right. And what is that going to do? Get black people, so-called black people, Israelites in America angry. They're going to go on the street, and then they'll bring in the military. All right. And there's videos online of Israelites. I mean, you know, when I say Israelites, black, so-called black people in America saying, do not fall for it. It's a trap. And they're right, man. It's a psyop. Now, I'm going to show you what I believe this is a psyop. What happened. This is something that happened very recently. All right. And it happened about a year ago, I think it was. And basically, let me just play this for you and we'll come back. But it was a murder, and a guy said that he wanted to plan some shooting or school shooting or whatever. All right, we'll play it for you.
One question.
It's not a murder, 18-year-old Nicholas Prosper kept telling police as they arrested him, but it was. He'd just shot his mother, Juliana Fulton, as well as his younger brother and sister, Kyle and Giselle Prosper, all dying at the scene.
Yes, we've got a male here. He's presented himself to us.
Officers didn't yet know then that Nicholas Prosper had also been planning a mass shooting of the very youngest children at his old primary school, in an attempt, the judge said, to become globally notorious. Prosper's planning was meticulous. He doctored a gun license in order to buy a shotgun and cartridges. The fake license so convincing that it duped this seller into handing over.
I mean, where was this? You know, first of all, and all of these cases, including what we had last year with this, which had riots with these 3 young girls being murdered. All right, there's CCTV footage of him buying a gun. Now, what camera is this? Where is this camera? All right, who's looking at the camera? Who's manning the camera? Why are they focusing the camera straight on him? Let's continue, man.
Over the weapon in a car park. Prosper would unleash his attack the next morning.
I mean, how many lifts have got a CCTV camera? I can't just... Anyway, keep watching.
Yeah, I'm a bit rattled. Upstairs.
And by the way, he lives in a council flat. A tower block. All right? Which in America, you call it projects. How many lifts have have cameras in there? You know? This is all bullshit, man.
Just got up to knock on the door, sorry. I heard a massive bang, sounded like a gunshot.
Earlier than planned because his mother had woken up and disturbed him. After fleeing on foot and hiding for more than 2 hours, he heard the growing police sirens and, assuming the school was on lockdown, decided to abandon his plans. He flagged down a police car as he walked down a road close to where he'd hidden the weapon. A close walk to the primary school where he intended to commit mass murder, meaning it may have been the closest that Britain had come to a school shooting.
Hang on, why would he flag down a police car? This is madness.
since the 1996 Dunblane killings.
There was no racial, religious, political ideology, anything like that. Our assessment is it was purely on notoriety. He wanted to be known as the most horrific, significant school shooter.
Really?
McCall was shown videos he'd made of himself practicing shooting in his kitchen. Just 18 at the time of his crimes, he'd been referred in agreement with his mum for mental health support during sixth form, but refused to engage, later dropping out and spending his time online or going to the gym. A forensic psychiatrist who observed Mr. Prosper said that he displayed psychopathic traits like an extreme lack of empathy and remorse. Police said that he was a very disturbed individual who spent almost all of his time looking at horrific, violent content online. And although he had access to the dark web, they said most of this content was easily available on the surface web.
There you go. So, and now they're talking about the dark web. And when they clamp down on that, monitor you online. All right, this has been going on for a long, long time in the UK. All right, let's keep going. So we have motives here. All right, it was planning a shooting. So they want to bring in some laws that will take away gun owners' rights. And then they're talking about, oh, he saw things on the internet, dark web. Well, listen, you can find loads of things on the internet, whether it be good, bad, whether it be edifying or self-gratifying or wicked, etc. It's up to the person. What you think, if you clamp down on the internet, this, that, and the other, people will meet somewhere and it's just like pornography. Pornography, used to have sex shops. There's a place in the UK called Soho, all right? And you go down there was loads of these sex shops where they sell DVDs, tapes, back in the day, pornography, this, that, and the other. You can go there and watch a woman stripped down in a box. You pay £10 or whatever, have 5 minutes, then the curtain closes. You have to pay another £10 to see this bitch twerking. All right, and then you got whorehouses, So if you clamp down on the internet with porn, all right, people will always find another way, to get that sexual growth, self gratification. All right, so you have to look at the motives here of what it is clamping down on the internet. All right, monitoring people and gun ownership. All right, let's continue.
He was also found to be in possession of 200 indecent images of children, nearly 20 of them classed as the most serious images known as Category A. For the sake of the...
I remember this guy looks like his mum anyway. His mum looked like a so-called mixed race person, so he's probably an Israelite, man. Yeah, and these are not the traits of what the average Israelite does. These are the traits of what an Edomite does. All right.
Will you introduce yourself, your name?
Nicholas Prosper.
In response to every subsequent police question, Nicholas Prosper replied no comment. Why have you killed them all?
No comment.
Did you hate them?
No comment.
Nicholas, obviously you're aware that Juliana, your mum, Carl, and Giselle are dead. Are you upset by that?
No comment.
He had to be forced into the dock today, where he refused to stand and held his head in his hands as he was sentenced to 49 years. The judge saying you are highly dangerous and it may be that you will never be released.
Really?
You intended to unleash disaster on the community of Luton. The lives of your own mother and younger brother and sister were to be collateral damage on the way to fulfill your ambition. Juliana Falcon, Carl Prosper and Giselle Prosper's deaths are almost certain to have saved the lives of many children. The community owes them its gratitude and their memory should be honoured. Please take Mr. Prosper down.
Ray Prosper, the father of Kyle and Giselle and former husband of Juliana, sobbed in court today as he watched his son sentenced. Police read a statement on his behalf.
See, they're reading a statement on the dad's behalf. Why can't the dad come out and read a statement himself? Because he probably doesn't exist, man. All right.
Devastated by the loss of our loved ones and are horrified to hear what Nicholas had planned. For now, we would ask people to remember Juliana, Kyle and Giselle.
Juliana was described as a strong, loving mother who was always putting others first, Kyle as a kind and funny young man, and Giselle as a beautiful soul and exceptional pupil. Tonight, Luton remembers all three.
There you go. Now, from that actual shooting, right? From that shooting, now there's a debate about guns. And I'm going to show you.
Ways to overhaul current gun laws in the wake of just an astonishing trial, which has concluded it was a teenage murderer's plot to carry out the deadliest school shooting in history. The guy is called Nicholas Prosper. So Prosper murdered his mother and two siblings with an illegally purchased double-barrel shotgun, which he bought from somebody in a car park. He wanted to carry out a shooting at his former primary school. He was arrested on his way towards the school.
See, now look at the caption there, stop selling guns. That's what they're proposing. You know, now gun ownership here, it's not like in America, all right? You know, you can't just, anyone can't just buy a gun. You have to be like a farmer, this, that, and the other. The police have to come to your house. You have to make sure it's in a wooden cabinet. It has to, you know, they come and check this, that, and the other. It's mainly farmers that have got it. People that want to cull deers, because we have places like Richmond Park where they have deers and they breed so much that if they don't, it's out of control. Foxes as well, this, that, and the other. All right, you cannot buy a. It's not like America, because America was founded on weapons, where you can go to a shop and buy a gun and get a license. It's very difficult, very hard. But now they want to actually outlaw that. All right, let's continue.
So just have a look here. So this is this interesting footage here. He was actually seen. That was him purchasing the gun, and there's not been, as far as we know, any offence by the gun seller. But he purchased it because the current gun laws mean anyone with a firearms license can sell a weapon to another license holder, and then you simply tell the police about the transaction within 7 days.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
He used a fake license, and then he used the gun the very next day. And somebody said, look, the police gun checking thing is an email system, and it operates on office hours, so they missed it. Let's have a look now at the laws surrounding gun use and ownership in the UK. So this is the application, if you ever
oh,
seen
this devil.
if you have a gun yourself. Shotgun certificate. What kind of guns are legal? Rifles, shotguns, muzzle-loading pistols, handguns are all allowed, and it's normally shotguns and rifles because of clay pigeon shooting and farmers. Handguns were banned after Dunblane, of course, in 1996. Basically banned.
Yeah, handguns. And Dunblane was in Scotland, a massacre in a school, some crazy nut. So they banned handguns, see? Look, so you see where this is going. This is going to take, they want to take guns away. Why? Because when Jacob's Trouble happens, they want people to be defenseless. They don't want to have any opposition. All right? That's what this is about. Okay? All right? And we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. Now, what does the Bible say about this? There's nothing wrong with having a weapon, man. All right? In the Bible, it tells you, look here, I'm gonna give you a scripture here. This is 2 Samuel 1:18. All right? He bade them to teach the children of Judah, and I'm a child of Judah, the use of the bow. All right, the use of a bow. Now, what is a bow? Let's go to the blue letter. All right. So, same scripture. All right. 2 Samuel 1:18. Let's look at the word bow. All right. This is in Hebrew.
Strong's H 7198.
Kesheth. All right. Bow. Bow for hunting, battle, bowmen, archers. And what is an archer? So it's a weapon, a bow. Okay. So when it says teach your son the use of a bow, all right, and that used to happen. You know, it means to teach your son a use of a weapon, whether it be, for example, back in the day, it would be a sword, or it would be what's it called, a bow and arrow, especially in the Middle Ages. All right, when you look at the what's it called, the Middle Ages. And when you look at the Middle Ages, always put in black or Moors, because you're going to see real pictures of the Middle Ages where the white man was not a factor. The white man was a peasant living in the woods, and he was slaves in many places, especially in Eastern Europe. We had them as slaves, man. All right? We had them as slaves. In Nature Knows No Color Lines by J.A. Rogers, who was an Israelite in America, he wrote a book. And they were so low in that period that if they had pretty daughters, they would give them to our people and say, look, here's a daughter, you can marry her, especially if it was an Israelite who had prestige, man, whether it be in the church or governance or whatever. Okay, they used to give that. They used to give their daughters away. And if you look in this period of time, see, look, king, queen, black as night. Look, dark as night. All right, dark as night. All right, and in this period of time, all right, we had weapons, man. All right, look. So that's why. And what do weapons do? Weapons are for war and they're for protection. Okay. See, look, Israelites with swords and stuff. How are you going to go to battle if you don't know how to wield a sword or how to, use a bow and arrow? All right, there you go. See, look, there you go, man. Sword, man. So, and this is in the Bible. There's nothing wrong with it. All right? There's nothing wrong with it. And if you look at this is a statue that's in Germany. This is the Habsburgs family crest. The Habsburgs were a royal family, and you look at the statue. Look at the statue. It has a huge, massive sword. All right. So he said to teach the children of Judah the use of the bow. All right, the use of a weapon. All right. Okay. And this is King David, man. And David, when you look at the first, the verse before it, and David lamented, which he lamented over Saul and over Jonathan, his son. And then he said, what? Teach them the use of the bow, a weapon. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with it. What this devil wants to do, he wants to make sure that when Jacob's trouble comes, all right, because his people, his soldiers will have weapons, and they've got weapons that you won't believe, man. They've got weapons that can, they got infrared weapons where it can give you a heart attack. They can see people through walls. They've got all kinds of things. Remember, Esau, his blessing is the sword. Okay. All right. So 2nd Ezra 16 and 71. This is about Jacob's trouble. They will be like madmen, sparing none. So these martial law troops and all that are going to be like madmen, sparing none, but spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. And who's the only people that fear the Lord? It's our people, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. Okay. And it's sad because a lot of our people are so gone now. They don't fear the Lord. All right. But the average people that fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is his people, because he only knows us. Okay. So they know what they're doing, man. All right. But don't worry. The Lord is going to disappoint them, because he's going to put a protectional hedge around his elect, man. And many of the elect might be slaughtered, but they're going to be, a lot of the elect are going to die. But I guarantee you there's going to be a big portion of them which the Lord's going to give spiritual power. And they're going to fuck up these martial law troops. And what's that going to do? That's going to make his plans come to naught. All right, this is Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty. And who's the crafty? This devil, man. All right, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And that enterprise mainly is this New World Order. And the New World Order, the main thing is to get rid of us. So that's why when you see these news clips like this, it's always very good to watch the news. I had a friend come the other day. I haven't seen him for a long time, and he said to me, "How can you watch the news? It's so depressing." Yeah, but we have to. You know why? Because we're watchmen. All right. We'll get that in a minute. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. All right. Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant. Ignorant means not to know of his devices. All right. And that's what his devices are, man. His devices are very crafty. Okay. So I remember my friend said, "Oh, how can you watch the news every day? It's just depressing. This, that, and the other." Because I told him to, turn on to Al Jazeera, and it showed about Gaza and stuff. I have to keep informed because we're watchmen. This video is basically showing you that we have to be on our watch, on the watchtower. All right. Last scripture and we're going to close. Son of man, I've made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. See, I'm not doing this video so the so-called white man could be saved. The Chinese, the Japanese, and these people, they hate us. Go and look at when the NBA players went to China and they got off the coach. Nigga, nigga, nigga. A big crowd of these Chinese were going, nigga, go home, get out of China. But if all those basketball players were white, they would have no problem. And the white man has destroyed China in the past. You see? That's why that's why all of them are gonna get it, man. All of them are gonna get it. When that spiritual power hits, and in the kingdom, all of these heathens, not just Edomites, they're all gonna get it. Yes, Edom is gonna get the worst, but I guarantee you they're gonna get it. There was no need for that. They're coming to entertain you people. And then the best thing that you can say, nigga, 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 go home. Nigga, nigga, go home. And by the way, they eat turtle meat over there, man. They eat turtle meat over there, but they think that they're better than us. It's incredible, man. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. All right? So that's what I'm doing now with this video. All right? So keep your eyes on the prize, man. All right? To the next one, shalom.